I just ran out of breath for some reason. So today, I'm here with Boy Child. We did some blindfolded challenges, and now, costume change, we're gonna do some not blindfolded challenges. We're gonna do the I give him a book because he doesn't read books. I give him a book, he guesses based on the cover and the title what it's about, and we'll see how fun this is. If he's close, he gets a point.
I'm not gonna be close.
If he's not close, I get a point. Everything's a contest! Let's begin. First book. Here you go. It's this. It's The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer.
Oh well. I see some water. So in this book, there's a girl, and her name is Mara Dyer. And she's gonna go, and there's gonna be this guy, and then this guy's gonna like her, but then he's actually gonna kill her instead at some point and drown her in the water.
Not
It's
quite.
definitely right there.
Not quite in this book. I don't know about the future because I haven't read the last three, but this is a book about a girl who has post-traumatic stress disorder because her friends died. And it's about her, and then she finds out that she has like these supernatural abilities, but she thinks that she's just hallucinating it, and you can't tell what's real and what's not. Book number 2, Matched by Ali Condi.
This is about a girl, again, and
What genre is it, do you think? We'll go with that. That's an easy starter question.
it looks dystopian.
Yep.
Yeah, there's definitely a girl. She's trapped in a bubble.
That's what the book's about. A girl who's trapped in a bubble.
And then later she breaks out of her bubble.
That's our synopsis. A girl trapped in bubble breaks out of bubble.
She's matched with another girl that's trapped in another bubble.
This book is about a girl who is, in her society, everybody gets matched with their, like, future partner, and she actually receives 2 matches, and she has to decide between the 2, but one of them is, like, not really her match, but he just kind of flashes up for a second, and then she's, like, stuck on that point. But once again, I haven't read the second 2 books, so I only know the first one. But yes, it is a dystopian, their world kind of sucks. Next, we have Book of 1,000 Days by Shannon Hale.
This one is also about a girl. And she's got a book. And she writes in her book. I'm going to just say that it's set before our time. Yeah, she's going to write in her book. And she's going to write in her book for 1,000 days. She gets killed. She's writing in her book about her abusive relationship.
Okay. This book is actually about a girl who is a maid/slave. I can't remember exactly what she is, but she's basically a slave to this other girl who's basically spoiled, and her father locks her in a tower for 1,000 days. And she is also locked in the tower with her, like, master. And, so it's about them in this tower for 1,000 days. And it's like a diary of their time in the tower. But, spoiler alert, they get out of the tower early. Next, we have Iron Spy by Rebecca Steed. I don't know. I met her. It was, fun fact. She came to my school and did a panel, and she was really nice.
Okay, this one is about a person of an unknown gender.
What genre do you think this one is?
This one is gonna be realistic fiction. It's about a liar and a spy.
Are they 2 separate people?
I'm thinking it's the same person. So, yeah, this person is spying on this other person.
Okay. So, This is a middle grade book about a boy who moves to a different apartment building, and it's his relationship with this other kid who lives a couple floors above, I believe. And yeah, it's just them being friends, and they're kids, and there's a spy club, and that's kind of how they meet, is like this other kid is advertising for his spy club, and they basically spy on one of their other neighbors. And it's just about friendship and a coming of age type story, but it's really short and cute. And yeah, I can't remember what's his name. He has a weird name. Safer. His name is Safer. The boy that's the spy and liar. Next, Autobiography of Red by Anne Carson. One of my favorites from school. Again, check out that video because it's my most popular.
Well, okay, this one is about somebody named Red. A person named Red.
Okay.
They're a guy. It's a guy. So Red is writing an autobiography about his life, except for he lives like kind of in the forest, but it's like a community in the forest. So they're elves.
Okay.
So there are these elves living in the forest, and they've got this nice mountain that they do their ritual sacrifices on. But
Yep.
but
Like
then the volcano erupts because the mountain was actually a volcano, and then everybody dies. Happy ending.
All right. Autobiography of Red is actually about Geryon. So it's a retelling of the story of Hercules and Geryon. So this is kind of hard to explain, but basically this is a contemporary type retelling. So Geryon is actually like a real kid, but it's unclear whether or not he's actually a red monster or whether that's like symbolic. Because it does come up a couple of times, the fact that he is red and made of, like, has wings and everything, but he's basically like a kid, and he, like, grows up, and he falls in love with Heracles, who's Hercules, and yeah, so, story of a gay boy growing up and having his heart broken. And he's also a monster, kind of. It's very unclear. Excellent book, definitely check it out. I like the elf version. Alright, next. Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. Good luck trying to define this one.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know if I can.
Well, The Ocean at the End of the Lane is about a girl, and she lives on a street with these other people, and the other people are friends with her, and they have a nice community. And then there's an ocean right at the end of their street, because they like live on a beach.
So this book is...
And there's adventures.
How to describe this? It's like magical realism about a guy who goes back to his childhood home and remembers all these weird things that happened to him as a child. And he meets this girl, Letty Hemstock. So yeah, it's his childhood. Boy meets this girl, and weird things happen because she's basically kind of a witch. It's, once again, hard to explain. I don't understand this book after reading it, but it's very beautiful and very fun, so...
Sounds like first time we're...
Oh, and the ocean is actually, like, the pond in their backyard. Next book, Fun Home by Alison Bechdel. I knew that.
A 18th century family. Not 18th century. They're in the 1800s. Yeah. That's
So
the 19th century. Yeah, I'm not good. Okay, 19th century family. It's the later 19th century, so like 1880s-ish maybe. And yeah, there's 3 kids, and they have a mother, and they had a father, but he died in the war. And it's sad, except for they have fun in their home, even though their dad is dead.
So this is actually a memoir about Alison Bechdel's childhood. It's a graphic novel. Her father basically commits suicide, but it's like unsure if it was actually a suicide or not, but it was a suicide. He gets hit by a car and he dies, so you were right about that. She does have a dead father. But the story is actually like her childhood and like growing up with her father and like trying to make peace with his death, and her father ended up being gay, and so is she, so It's about gay fathers and death. And oh, the fun home part is the fact that they live in a funeral home, because her dad was a funeral director, so they live in the funeral home and they call it the fun home. And it's basically present day. She's still alive. So there's that.